Hello, fam. Welcome. I have an interesting story for you today. So sit down, relax, and watch. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Martha. She had always been a dreamer. Growing up in a modest family in a bustling Nigerian city, she often found herself imagining a life of luxury, comfort, and grandeur. While her peers spoke of finding love and building families, Martha's heart was set on one thing: marrying a rich man. She believed that wealth was the ultimate solution to all life's challenges and was willing to do anything to achieve her dream. Her friends often teased her, "Martha, love is the key to a happy marriage, not money," they would say. But Martha would laugh and reply, "Love doesn't pay bills, oh. It doesn't buy designer bags, and I know what I want." If you've watched up till this moment, kindly like, subscribe, and share. One fateful evening, at a friend's lavish birthday party, Martha's dream seemed to materialize right before her eyes. A tall, handsome man named Charles approached her. Dressed in an expensive suit, he exuded confidence and wealth. They struck up a conversation, and Martha learned that Charles was a successful businessman. All her dreams finally were coming true. Charles seemed smitten by her beauty and charm. Over the next few weeks, he showered her with expensive gifts, designer dresses, jewelry, and even a brand new car. Martha was overjoyed. She could hardly believe how her dreams were coming true. One day, during a romantic dinner, Charles proposed. "Martha, I want you to be my wife. You've brought so much light into my life, and I can't imagine it without you." Martha's heart soared without hesitation. She accepted. Her friends were envious and concerned at the same time. "Martha, do you really know this man? He seems too good to be true." But Martha dismissed their concerns. "He's perfect. This is everything I've ever wanted." After a lavish wedding that was the talk of the town, Martha moved into Charles's mansion. The house was enormous, filled with expensive furniture, artwork, and decoration. But despite its beauty, Martha couldn't shake a strange feeling of unease. The house had several locked rooms. When she asked Charles about them, he gave her a stern look. "Those rooms are off limits, Martha. Promise me you'll never try to enter them." His tone left no room for argument. Martha reluctantly agreed, but she remained so curious. To make matters worse, every night she heard strange sounds, whispers, thoughts, and sometimes even muffled cries. She tried to ignore them, convincing herself that her mind was playing tricks on her. Charles's frequent travels added to her unease. Sometimes he would leave without telling her where he was going to or when he would return. One day, when he was away, Martha's curiosity got the better of her. She called a carpenter and asked him to break one of the locked doors. What she found chilled her bone. The room was filled with bags, shoes, phones, and other personal belongings. There were items that clearly belonged to different people. Martha's mind raced with questions. did these items belong to? And how did they get here? When Charles returned, Martha confronted him. Charles, what's going on? I found those things in the locked room. Whose are they? Charles's face darkened. You disobeyed me, he said coldly. Never question me about those rooms again, or I'll send you back to your parents' house. Fear gripped Martha. She decided to keep quiet, but her heart was never at peace. She began to notice other strange behaviors. Charles often received late-night phone calls and whispered into the phone, making sure she couldn't hear him. He would sometimes come home with scratches or bruises, offering vague explanations. Months passed, and Martha tried to suppress her growing fears. One morning, while watching the news, a breaking story caught her attention. A notorious kidnapping cartel had been arrested. As the news anchor listed the names of the suspects, Charles's name was among them. It can't be, she whispered to herself. But soon, her phone began ringing endlessly. Friends and family called, asking if the reports were true. Martha was in denial. Her denial turned into dread when the police arrived at her home. They informed her that she was being taken in for questioning as an accomplice. But I didn't know anything, she cried. The police were unsympathetic. You lived with him, Mrs. Charles. You must have known. In the days that followed, Martha's heart fell apart. She was shamed in the community, with people labeling her as a conspirator or a fool. She spent weeks in the police custody before being released due to lack of evidence. However, the damage to her reputation was irreversible. Charles was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Martha returned home to her parents, humiliated and broken. She spent her days reflecting on her choices and the life she had once dreamed of. I hope you enjoyed this story, my dear viewers. There are many moral lessons I would like to share with you. First of all, be cautious of shortcuts to success. Martha's desire for wealth led her to ignore all the red flags, and she made hasty decisions. True success often requires patience, hard work, and integrity. Secondly, it's important to know who you're getting married to. Marriage is a lifetime commitment. It's essential to know and trust the person you're committing to. Thirdly, greed can lead to ruin. Martha's fixation on wealth blinded her to the importance of character and values, leading to devastating consequences. The fourth moral lesson is that curiosity and vigilance are both essential. Martha's delay in investigating her suspicions allowed the situation to spiral out of control. It's important to address doubts and concerns early on. The fifth moral lesson, the value of a clear conscience. Living in peace and integrity is far more fulfilling than any material wealth. Martha's story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that dreams built on shallow foundations can quickly turn into nightmares. Thank you, my dear viewers, for watching this story. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned from the moral lessons. Let me know in the comment section what struck you the most about this story. Till I come your way again next time. Bye.